Hi everyone. So today we are going to start a paper that is May-June 2020 variant 22. Okay, so let us proceed to the question number 1. Okay, so in this question, Steven have had an annual income of 21,500 in 2018, while his annual income increased 22,790 in 2019. We have to calculate the percentage increase. Okay, so here we have to calculate percentage increase. It means that we have to find out the percentage of the increment, right? So firstly, we have to find out the annual increase. So for this purpose, we have to subtract the amount, that is 22,790 minus 21,500. So it will be equals to 1290. It means that this amount is increased. Now we have to find out the percentage increase. So for this, it will be 1290. Obviously, the total amount will be the initial amount, that is 21,500 multiplied by 100. Then after solving this, we get the result 6. It means that 6% amount is increased. Now come to the question number 1 part B. In this question, Steven invest $1260 in a bank. The bank pay simple interest at a rate of 2.5% per year. Okay, so it means that the amount is 1260 and the rate of increment is 2.5%, and the time period it is 3 years. So this is the simple interest case. So for this we have to use the simple interest formula, that is I is equals to PRT. P is 1260, R is 2.5. Obviously it is in a form of percentage. We have to divide by 100, multiply by 3, that is T. So the result will be 94.5. But this will be the interest after 3 years. But in the question, it is asking that calculate the amount Stephen has in the bank at the end of 3 years. It means that we have to answer the total amount he has after 3 years. So obviously, we need to add the capital as well. So total amount is equals to 1260 plus 94.5. So the result will be $1,354.5. 1354.5. Okay. Now let us move towards the next question, part C. The Stephen changes 4,300 in Indian rupees into dollars. The exchange rate is $1.67.8. It means that $1 is equals to 67.8 INR. Okay, so basically we have to convert 43 Indian rupees into dollar. So for this we can use a unitary method. It's quite simple, that 67.8, if it is equals to $1. So if we have 4,300 INR, so it will be equals to, obviously X we have to find that. So by using cross multiplication, it will be 4,300 multiplied by 1 upon 67.8. So your result will be 63.42. Okay, this is your result, but it is asking to give your answer to the nearest dollar. It means that we don't have to answer in a decimal. Okay, so to convert it into a whole number, it will be obviously 63, as this number is less than 5. Obviously, if it is greater than 5, then we have to answer 64. Okay. So now we are moving to the question number 2. In question number 2, it is the length of a rectangle is 6 centimeter more than its width, and the width is W. So it means that width is indicated by the symbol W. So the length, obviously 6 centimeter more, it means that the length is W plus 6. And the parameter we have here is 37 centimeter. So P 37. Okay. So now we know the formula of a parameter of a rectangle, that is P is equals to 2L plus B. Here the length is W plus 6 and the breadth is W. So W plus W, it will be 2W plus 6. Okay, and the parameter we have is 37. So 37 is equals to 4W plus 12. So 37 minus 12 upon 4 is equals to W. So the final value of the W is 6.25 centimeter. Okay. Now, come to the part B. In the part B, it is saying that a rectangle 20 centimeter by 8 centimeter is cut from the rectangle 28 centimeter by 15 centimeter. Each measurement is given nearest to the nearest centimeter. Okay, so what does it mean? That firstly, we need to find out the upper bound of the for the area of the shaded region. Okay, so obviously we have to find out first the area of a bigger triangle, then the smaller triangle, and we have to then subtract it. But the thing is, we have to calculate the upper bound area. For the case of upper bound area, it means that we need a maximum area in the to the nearest centimeter. Okay, so for the upper bound, it means that we need maximum area minus minimum area. Okay, we need to cut that. We need to do that again. For the upper bound, we need to find out the maximum area of a larger triangle and subtract the minimum area of the smaller triangle. Okay, so for suppose we are finding out the maximum area of a bigger triangle. So for this, we need the upper bound of both the parameters, that is 28.5 multiplied by 15.5. It will be equals to 441.75, and minimum area of a smaller triangle, it will be obviously 7.5 multiplied by 19.5, then it will be equals to 146.25. Now for the shaded region, we have to subtract this. So 441.75 minus 146.25, the result will be 295.5, obviously centimeter. Okay, centimeter square. Now come to the part 3, part C. Come to the question number 3, that is a light L is fixed on a building 8 meters above the base of the building. Okay, so here we have the light, and at point P is on the horizontal ground 12 meters from B. It is 12 meters as you see on the diagram. Calculate the angle of elevation of L from P. So we need to find out angle of elevation of L from P. So we need to find out this angle. For example, we name it alpha. So to find out, obviously we know that this is a right angle triangle. We can use SOHCAHTOA to our relationship. So for this, we can use tan alpha is equals to, obviously if we are using alpha, it means that it will be LB upon PB. The length of LB is 8 and PB is 12. So alpha tan inverse 8 upon 12, it will be equals to 33.7 degree. Now come to the part B. Here it is asking that a ladder is placed on the ground at Q to reach the light L. The ladder makes an angle of 70 degree with the ground. We have to find out QL. Again, it is a right angle triangle. We have one angle and 8. So we can use the relation SOHCAHTOA. So in this case, we can use a relation of sine, that is sine 70 is equals to 8 upon, we have to find out QL, right? QL. So for this, QL equals to 8 upon sine 70, and the result will be 8.51 meters. Obviously, we need to give the answer normally in the 3 significant figures. So we are given 8.51. Now, come to the part C. A vertical pole RS of length 1.6 is placed touching the horizontal ground. This is the pole, its length is 1.6. The light produces a shadow TS of the pole. This is the light. This is producing a shadow TS, and this is the shadow of the pole on the horizontal ground. LRT is a straight line. This line is a straight, obviously, and TV is equals to 6.5 centimeter. Okay, now we have to find out TS. So to find out TS in this question, we can solve this question by two ways. That is, the first way is we can use similarity method, and the second we can already use a SOHCAHTOA method as well. Okay, so I'm going to solve by similarity method, that the easier one, but I'm explaining the SOHCAHTOA method as well. Okay, so let us solve with the similarity method. By using a property of similar figures, obviously we can say that this triangle RST and LBT, RST is similar to LBT. Okay, these two triangles are similar, so we can apply the property. That is, the ratio of the two sides of the triangle are same. So we can say that LB upon RS is equals to TB upon TS. Okay, so the value of LB is 8 and the RS is 1.6. The value of TB is 6.5, and we have to find out the value of TS. So TS is equals to 6.5 multiplied by 1.6 upon 8. So the final result is 1.3 meters. Alternate way is by using a SOHCAHTOA. So firstly, I am explaining it. We can find out this angle by considering a triangle LBT. Okay. Once we get this angle, so we can consider a small triangle, that is RST, and by using the sine, we can find out TS. And by using a cos, and by using a tan, we can find out TS. Okay, now let's start question number 4. The table summarizes the time MRs that each student in a year group spent listening to the music in one day. Okay, so these are the frequencies and these are the time ranges. It's from 0 to 1, 1 to 1.5 hours, 1.5 to 2 hours. These are several ranges and frequency. Okay, so what you have to do, use the histogram to find the value of P. Okay, so firstly we have to find out the value of P. As you can see over here, the value of P is in this range. Here it is, the P, right? So by using the histogram, we may have the frequency density for the range of 1.5 to 2. That is 30. Okay. So now we know the formula, that is frequency density is equals to frequency upon class width. Here we have the frequency density, that is 30 from the chart, from the histogram, and the frequency is indicated by the symbol P, and the class width is 1, 2 minus 1.5, it will be 0.5. So here we have the frequency, that is P divided by 0.5. So the value of P, 30 multiplied by 0.5, it will be equals to 15. Now for the part 2, we have to complete the histogram. Okay, on already we have the 3 classes over here, and we have to convert remaining in the form of class width, in the form of frequency density. Okay, so for this purpose, we make another column with the name frequency density by using the formula frequency divided by class width. So we have to start work from here. So 14 divided by 0.5, 14 divided by 0.5, it will be 28. 28. Okay, now 23 divided by 1, it will remain same, it 23. 18 divided by 1.5, it will be 12, and 12 divided by 2, it will be equals to 6. So these are the frequency densities, and we have to complete the histogram. For this, firstly, we have to plot till 28. Here we have the 28. Its class width is till 2.5, 2 till 2.5. Let me zoom out so that we may have both the view of the chart and the histogram as well. Here we have the 2.5. Okay, now the next is 2.5 to 3.5, and its frequency density is 23. Here we have 23, as you can see over here. This is the line of 23, and it is from 2.5 to 0.5. This is 3.5. Okay. Next is 3.5 to 5, and the frequency density of it is 12. So this is the value 12. You can see over here. And it's till 5. And the next is 5 to 7, and it's still 12. So this is how we can complete our histogram. Okay, now come to the next part. This table summarizes time C that each student in a group of 50 students spent cooking in 1 week. Okay, so 8 students spending 2 hours, 0 to 2 hours, 16 is students spending 2 to 4 hours. Okay, and so on. So we have to find out, calculate an estimate of the mean time spent cooking. Okay, so firstly we need to know the formula of to find out the mean. That is, mean is equals to sum of fx upon sum of f. But firstly we need to find out x. X is the mid value of this class width. So 0 plus 2 divided by 2, it will be 1. And here it will be 3, 5, 7, and here it will be 9. Okay, so we need to find out the fx as well. Fx means frequency multiplied by x. So here we make a column of fx. 8 multiplied by 1, it will be 8. 16 multiplied by 3, it will be 48. 15 multiplied by 5, it will be 75. 7 multiplied by 7, it will be 49. And 4 multiplied by 9, it will be 36. Okay. Now we need to find out the sum of fx as well, which is, if we add all these numbers, we will get 216. Now we come up with a formula, that is 216 divided by sum of fx. We already have 50 students. So here we get the answer, that is 4.32 hours. Now come to the part 2. That is, in this question, we need to draw the cumulative frequency diagram. For this, firstly, we need to draw a chart. Okay. So here we have, for less than equals to 0, obviously there is no frequency, so it will be 0. Less than equals to 2, it will be 8. Less than equals to 4, it will be 24. Less than equals to 6, it will be 39. Less than equals to 8, it will be 46. And less than equals to 10, it will be 50. Okay, so now we are going to plot this to draw the cumulative frequency diagram. So data here, you can see this is the point 8 at the value of less than equals to 2, and less than equals to 4, we have the point 21, 22, 23, and 24. And less than equals to 6, this is 39, and less than equals to 8, it will be 46, and less than equals to 10, it will be 50. Okay, now we have to make the line. The curve is like this. Okay, so this kind of curve is drawn. Now use the cumulative frequency to find the estimate for the median. Okay, median means the total is 50, and 50 divided by 2, it will be 25. So we need to find out the value at 25. So this is the value 25. And the result is around 4.1. So the median is 4.1 hours according to the cumulative frequency diagram. Now come to the question number 5. Solve these simultaneous equation, show your working. Okay, as we all know that we have two methods to solve these equations, elimination and the substitution. I'm going to use the substitution one. So if I name this equation 1 and this equation 2, so from equation 1, if I'm going to find out the value of x, it will be 11 plus 4y upon 2. Now I'm going to put this value in equation 2. 11 plus 4y upon 2 plus 3y equals to minus 6. Okay, so obviously firstly we need to make the denominator same, multiply by 2, divide by 2. So if this 2 will be shifted toward the right side, it will multiply with minus 6. So firstly 3 multiplied by 11, it will be 33. 4 3s are 12y plus 6y equals to minus 12. So 33, 12y plus 6y will be equals to 18y, and minus 12 minus 33, y is equals to minus 45 upon 18, and the result will be minus 2.5. Now I'm going to put this value of y in this equation. So it will be x 11 plus 4 minus 2.5 upon 2. 4 multiplied by minus 2.5, it will be 10. 11 minus 10 upon 2, it will be 0.5. So the value of x is 0.5 and the value of y is minus 2.5. Now come to the part B. In this, we need to solve this equation. 2x squared is equals to 3, 8 minus x. So firstly, we need to remove the bracket, that is 8 3 the 24 minus 3x. And the equation will become 2x squared plus 3x minus 24 equals to 0. So I don't think that there will be any middle term break possible in this question. So I need to apply quadratic formula. So obviously A, the value of A is 2, B is 3, and C is minus 24. So as we know that the formula is minus B plus minus root B square minus 4AC divided by 2A. So we need to put the values over here. X is equals to minus B plus minus 3 square minus 4, 2, and minus 24 upon 2A. Sorry, the value of A is 2. So let me solve this. Minus 3 will be remain as it is, and the brackets will be, after solving this root, the result will be 201. Root 201 upon 4. Okay, so the final values will be minus 3 plus root 201 upon 4. And the next value is minus 3 minus root 201 upon 4. Or you can write it as minus 4.29 to the value of this is 2.79, and the second value is minus 4.29. Now come to the part C. Part C, h is inversely proportional to the cube of g. H is inversely proportional to the cube of g, right? So obviously we know that we need to put the constant k over here. And to find out the value of k, we need to put this value, that is 4.5 multiplied by the value of g is 2 cube equals to k. So the value of k is 4.5 multiplied by 8 will be equals to 36. This is the value of k. So now our equation will become h is equals to 36 upon g cube. So you can write it over here as well. Okay, now find the value of g when h is equals to 32 upon 3. So we need to find out the value. If we put the value of h, that is 32 upon 3 is equals to 36 upon g cube. So we need to find out the value of g cube. It means that we need to shift g cube over here. 36 multiplied by 3 divided by 32. 36 multiplied by 3 is equals to 108 upon 32. And now if we divided it by 4, it will become 27 upon 8. So if we take the cube root, it will become 3 upon 2 will be the final answer, final value of g. In this question, 2 of these cards are chosen at random. They are placed next to each other to give a two-digit number. Two-digit number. Okay, and in the part 1, it is asking to find the probability a two-digit number it is less than 30. If we do not have this kind of restriction, then we can simply say that the two digits number possible, total two digits number possible are 5, and then here 4 numbers are possible, right? If one is consumed over here, so total numbers are 5 multiplied by 4 equals to 20. 20 possible combinations of two digits number are here. Okay, but in the past one we want only less than 30. So for less than 30, we can only take a digit 2 in the ones column, in the tens column. Okay, so only one number is possible and here, and in the ones column, 4 digits are possible, right? So 1 multiplied by 4, so 4 digits are possible. We have to find out the probability. So 4 upon 20 will be equals to upon 5. Okay. Now come to the part 2. List all the possible two digits number that are prime. Okay. So we have a number over here 5, 2, 4, 6, and 3. Okay. It is quite clear that if we need a prime number, in the ones column, it should be maybe 3 only. Okay. Because if we have 2, 4, or 6, it will be divisible by 2, and 5 will be divisible by the table of 5. Okay. So we need only 3 in the ones column. Okay. So the possible combinations will be 23, 43, 63, and 53. Okay. 23 is a prime number. 43 is also a prime number. 63 is not a prime number because it is divisible by 3, and 53 is a prime number. So there are only 3 numbers that are prime: 23, 43, and 53. Okay. Now come to the part 3. Find the probability that the two digits number is a multiple of 4. Okay. Multiple of 4 is only possible when we have 2, 4, or 6 in the ones column, right? Okay, so we can discuss every case one by one. For example, if the number is ending by 2, What are the possibilities if the number is ended by 2? 32, 42, 52 and 62. Okay, 32 is divisible by 4, 42 is not divisible, 52 is divisible and 62 is not divisible. Now come to the next case, end by 3. So the numbers are, possible numbers are 24, 34, 54 and 64. Okay, so 24 is divisible by 4, 34 is not divisible, 54 is also not divisible, and 64 is divisible. Sorry, the number is end by 4, not 3. Now end by 6. So the possible number are 26, 36, 46 and 56. Okay, so only two numbers are divisible by 4, that is 36 and 56. So total here we have two numbers, here we have two number, and here we have two numbers. So the total number that are divisible by 4 are 2 plus 2 plus 2, it will be 6. So the probability will be 6 upon 20. Now come to the part B. In part B, we have to firstly, we have a data of Rowan straw dice 200 times. The bar chart shows the result. Okay, use the bar graph to complete the table. Okay, so firstly we have three digits already written over here, and the value of 4 is over here. As you can see very clearly, it will be 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, it will be 35, and for 5 it will be 21, 22, 22, and for 6 it will be 38. Okay, so we fill the table as well. Now come to the part 2. Using Rowan's result, find the relative frequency that he threw a number less than 3. Okay, less than 3, it means that there are only two possibilities, that is 31 and 46. So firstly we have to find out the possibility. 31 plus 46, it will be 77. Okay, now so for this we have, so the relative frequency will be equals to 77 upon 200, and it will be 0.385. Okay, now come to the part 3. One says that dice he has thrown is not a fair dice. Okay, make two comments to explain why the dice may not be fair. Okay, the first comment will be, as it has a large sample, obviously the sample is about, as you can see over here, it's 200. Okay, so first sample will be large sample. Okay, okay, and which showed different frequencies. As you can see over here, that the frequency difference is too much, like 46, 31, 28, 35, 22, and 38. Okay, similarly the relative frequencies are also different. Okay, now come to the question number 7. Okay, in this question the table shows some value for y is equals to 4x. Okay, so in this equation we have to find out firstly the values of 0, we have to complete the table first. So we have to put the value of 0 and 0 0.5. Okay. If you put the value of 0, obviously 4 power 0 will be equals to 1, and 4 to the power 0 0.5 will be equals to 2. Okay, so now we have completed the table. Now come to the part 2. Draw the graph of y is equals to 4x for 0 is less than equals to x is less than equals to 3. Okay. So basically we need to plot all these points. Okay, these points I had already plotted. Okay, so firstly we need to join these points. Okay, so this is how we have just completed our curve. Okay, now in the part 3, by drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve at x is equals to 2. It means that we need to draw the tangent over here. Okay, so let me draw the tangent like this. Okay, okay, we need to estimate the gradient. Okay, so for the gradient, we need to find out 2 points. I can take this point, and this point is 1.4, and obviously y will be 0, and this point will be 2.5, 2.75 to y value will be 33. You can take any of the point, it depends on your convenience that you can solve for the gradient. Okay, now I had to find out the gradient. I need to formula m is equals to y2 minus y1, that means 33 minus 0 upon x2 minus x1, that is 2.75 minus 1.4. Okay, so the result will be 24.4. This will be your gradient. Okay, now come to the part 4. The solution of the equation 3 4x plus ax plus b can be found from the point of intersection of y is equals to 4x and y is equals to 2x minus 12. Okay, we need to find out the value of a and b. So for this, we can compare these two equations. That is 4x is equals to 20x minus 12. So it will be 4 to the power x plus 12 minus 20x equals to 0. Okay, what I have to do, I need to compare this equation with this one. So I need to bring in this form. So for this purpose, I need to multiply this equation by 3. So it will be 3, 4 to the power x, and minus 20x means minus 60x, and then plus 12 is equals to 0. So if I compare this equation with this one, the value of a is minus 60, and the value of b is 12 3 sorry, it will be 36. 36. Okay, now come to the part b. By drawing a line y is equals to 20x minus x on the grid opposite, find all the solution of this equation. Okay, so we need to draw this line. To draw this line in this graph, we need 2 points at least. So for this purpose, if we put x is equals to 0, we will get y is equals to minus 12. Okay, but we are not in a favor to get the negative points because our graph is at the positive points. So, and if we put y is equals to 0, x will be, if I solve this equation, 12 upon 20, it will be 0.6. Okay, so I get the one coordinate, that is 0.60. I need one another coordinate for this. If I put x is equals to 1, so it will be 20 minus 12 will be equals to 8. So our coordinate will be 1, 8. Okay, so what I have to do, I need to plot these points 0 0.60, 0 0.6, 0 0.5, 0 0.5 is here and 0 0.6 is here. Okay, and the next point is 1, 8. 1, 8. It will be here. So I have to draw this line. Started from here, this point. Let me do it again. Like this. Okay, so the first intersection point is over here, this one. 0.6, 0.7.25, around 0.72. And the next intersection point is over here. It is 2.75. 2.75. Okay. So the intersection points are 0.725 and 2.75. Zero point 725 and 2.75. These are the intersection points, or these are the solutions. Okay. Now come to the part B. Here is a sketch of the graph of the quadratic function. Okay. We need to find out the value of P and Q, and obviously this is the maximum point of this curve. Okay. So for this purpose, we can easily find out the value of Q. Obviously, this is the point of line of symmetry over here, like this, right? So what is the middle point of -2 + 4? It will be 1. So the value of P is 1. Okay. For the value of Q, we need to find out the equation of this curve. Okay, we can find out the equation of this curve by with the help of these points. Okay, it will be x is equals to -2 at y is equals to 0 and x is equals to 4. Okay, as the point is a maximum curve, so it will be 4 minus x and x plus 2. Okay, now we need to multiply these 2 points, these 2 points. So it will be 4x plus 8 minus x square minus 2x. It will be minus x square plus 2x plus 8. This is the equation of this curve. Okay. Now we need to find out the value of q. For the value of q, we need to put the p is equals to 1. 1 square plus 2, 1 plus 8. So the value of y is 9. That is the value of q. So we get the value of Q as well. So the value of P is 1 and the value of Q is 9. Now in question number 8, a birthday cake is in the shape of a cylinder. There are two layers of the cake. Okay, these are the two layers. Each layer of cake has radius 10 centimeter, as you see in the diagram as well, and height is 3 centimeter. The icing between two layers of cake has radius 10 centimeter and height is 12. So this is the icing between the two layers of the cake. Okay. Now come to the part A. Calculate the volume of icing. Okay, so this is a small cylinder, and the formula for the cylinder is volume is equals to pi r square into h. So pi, what is the value of r over here? This is 1.2 millimeter, and we need to convert into the centimeter as we need the answer in centimeter cube. So 12 will be divided by 10, it will become 1.2 centimeter. 1.2 square, and height is 1.2 square, and the radius is 10. Now the volume is 376.98. If we give the answer in three significant figures, it will become 377. Now come to the part B. Here we need to find out the top and curved surface of the birthday cake. What does it mean? We need to find out the surface area of curve, and the top are now covered with chocolate. Calculate the area of the birthday cake that is covered with the chocolate. So we need to find out this area and the covered. Okay. So for this, we need to first calculate the total height. That is 3 plus 3 plus 1.2. The total height will be 7.2. Okay. Now, so surface area will be 2 pi RH. The formula for the surface area of cylinder is 2 pi RH. If we include the top as well, it will be pi r square as well, because that was circular. Okay. So 2 pi, what is the radius? It is 10. Height is 7.2 plus pi, and the radius is 10. Okay, after solving this equation, you will get the answer 766.54. Again, we will give the answer if three significant figures, it will be 767. Okay, now come to the part C. Anil has a slice of this chocolate covered birthday cake. Okay, these are all the parameters. Height is 7.5, as you see over here. The radius of this cake is 10.3. Angle is x, which we need to find out. And the volume of this slice is 200 centimeter cube. Okay, so firstly, to find out the volume of this, we need to find out the base area. That is base area multiplied by height. And we have a volume over here, and the base area is a sector of a circle. And what is the formula for the sector of a circle? Theta upon 360 multiplied by pi r square. Okay, so by using this formula, we can find out the base area. Okay, now we have the volume that is 200. Base area is theta is represented by x upon 360 multiplied by pi. The radius is 10.3 square multiplied by 7.5. Okay, so x will be equals to 200 multiplied by 360 upon 10.3 square pi multiplied by 7.5. Okay, by solving this, we will get the answer 28.8. Okay, now let's start with the question number 9. Okay, so here we have this kind of shape. The EMF, MGLNH are straight lines. Obviously, these two lines are straight lines, and LM is equals to LN. Okay, these two lines are same in length, and we have one angle that is GLM is equals to 126, and we need to find out the angle FMN. Give a reason for your steps to solve. Okay, so firstly, if I need to find out the angle FMN, so we need to find out this angle. Let us suppose this angle as X. Okay, so firstly, if I do the rough working, I know that I can find out this angle by 180 minus 126. So it will be 54 degree. And by applying the property of isosceles triangle, I will get these two angles as well, because these two lines LM and LN are same. Okay, so it will be 180 minus 54 divided by 2, we will get 63. 63 and 63. Okay, now these two lines are straight and parallel as well. So I can apply the Z property, that is alternate angle. What does it mean? This angle will be equals to this one, and the value of X is equals to 63. Okay. Now, but we have to give the reasons as well. So firstly, we can say that angle MLN is equals to 54. How we get this? We get this by 180 minus 126 degree. Straight line. Okay. Then we can say that LNM is equals to LMN. What does it mean? These two angles are same. LNM and LMN are same. This is because the triangle LMN is isosceles. Isosceles triangle. Okay. Then we can say that angle FMN is equals to LNM. What does it mean? Angle FMN, this will be equals to L and M, because these are alternate angles. Okay, so this FMN will be equals to 63. Okay, now come to the part B. Here we need to find out some of the values, that is, we have this diagram and we need to find out some of the angles DBC, ABD, AED, and BD. Okay, let's start with the angle DBC. And we need to give the answer in terms of X and Y. Okay, so the angle DBC is this one. Okay, we are all aware of the property that this angle Y, if we divide by 2, I will get this here angle, because we all know the property that if we are making the angles over, if this is angle X, so this will be twice of X. Okay, so these are the 2 points D and C from where this property will be applied. So we can say that DBC will be equals to y upon 2. Okay. Now for the part B, ABD, A, B, and D. We need to find out this angle. Okay. So for this angle, as we can see that we have to apply the property, that is, for example, if we have a circle and we have two common points and we are making, these are touching with the circumference, so we can say that this angle X will be this angle X. Both of them angle are same. So similarly, A and D are these two common points, and here we have X. So obviously this angle will be also X. As you can see over here, there are two common points and both of them are touching to the circumference as well. So A B D is equals to A C B. Its value is X. Now, okay, now in the part 3, we need to find out AED. Okay, AED means we need to find out this angle. Firstly, if we will consider a triangle ABC, we know that this triangle is making with the diameter, so this angle is 90 degree. Okay, according to this property, that if a triangle is making with a diameter and it is coming touching the any part of the circumference, then this angle will be 90 degree. Okay, so now if we consider triangle ABE, it means that this angle is 90, this angle is X, so it means that this angle is 90 minus X. Okay, and BED is a straight line. So if we subtract this angle from 180, we will get this angle. Okay, now come over here, we can say that BEA is equals to 90 minus X. Okay, now for the angle AED, we have to subtract it from 180, 90 minus X. So AED will be equals to 90 plus X. Okay, now come to the part 4, BDA. BDA. Okay, we need to find out this angle. Okay, for this, if we consider a triangle, this one, if we consider a triangle ABC, so and we find out this angle, so we know that by using this property, this angle will be equals to this one, because these two angles are making with the common points that are A and B. Okay, so if we find out this angle, this will be equals to this angle, right? So to find out this angle, we can say that here we have a 90 degree, here we have a sum of X plus Y upon 2. Okay, and to find out this angle, we need to subtract these two 90 and X plus Y upon 2 from this. Then we will get the angle there. So firstly, we can say that ABB is equals to BDA. Okay, and to find out BDA, what we'll have to do, we have to subtract it from 180 minus 90 minus X plus Y upon 2. 180 minus 90, it will be 90. So it will, if I open the bracket, 90 minus X minus Y upon 2. This will be the answer. Okay, so this is the end of question number 9. Okay, now in question number 10, we have a ABCD. E is a rectangular based pyramid AC and BD intersect at F. Okay, so this is the point F where AC and BD lines are intersecting. EV is perpendicular to FC. It means that there is 90-degree formation. Okay, now we have these parameters as you can see in the diagrams as well. What we have to do, we have to find out that EF, length of EF is equals to 10.5. So firstly, we need to find out the length, this EF. Okay, so but for this we have to find out the length of AC. So we can consider the triangle that is ACD. The length is 10, 6. Okay, so if we apply the Pythagoras theorem in this, AC square is equals to 10 square plus 6 square. AC is equals to 100 square, sorry, 100 plus 36. So the value of AC is 136 square root. Okay, now we get the value of AC. Okay, but if we consider this triangle A, F, and E, we need the length of AF. So if we divide AC by 2, we will get the length of AF. So for this, AF is equals to, we can say AC divided by 2. The value of AC is 136 divided by 2. Okay, so that will be AF will be equals to 5.83. Okay, so now we can consider the triangle AFE. We know the length of AF. Let me draw it as well. AFE. Okay, so the value of AE is 12 and the value of AF is 5.83. We need to find out the value of FE. Okay, so again, we are applying the formula on a triangle AFE. So to find out, we need to apply again Pythagoras theorem. AE square will be equals to AF square plus FE square. Okay, so EF will be equals to, the value of AE is 12 plus square, that will be 144. And the value of AF is, we need to minus this, so it will be 5.83 square. And the final value of EF will be 10.5 if we write it in the three significant figures. 10.5 will be the final value. Okay, now come to the part B. Find the volume of the pyramid. Okay, so the volume formula is 1/3 multiplied by base area multiplied by h. So what is the base area over here? As you can see, base area is a rectangle. Okay, so it will be 10 multiplied by 6, that is 60. So 1/3 60 and height is 10.5, that is EF 10.5. So your final result will be 210 centimeter cube. Okay, now come to the part C. We have to calculate the angle DEC. So we have to consider this triangle D, E, and C. It's 6 and 12. If I draw the triangle over here, D, E, C, and this is the length 6, and this will be 12, 12. I need to find out this angle. So for this, I'm going to apply the law of cosine, that is cos E will be equals to 12 square plus 12 square minus 6 upon 212 12. So after solving this, we will get the answer 0.875 and the angle will be 28.95. If we convert this angle to 3SF, it will be 29.0. Okay, now come to the part D. In the part D, we need to find out the area of a triangle DEC. Same triangle we need to consider. So to find out the area of a triangle, we are going to use this formula, that is 1 upon 2 AB sine C. 1 upon 2. So if we take the length 12, 12, and the angle is 29. So after solving this, the area will be 34.9. Okay, now come to the number 11. Describe the fully single transformation that maps A into triangle onto triangle B. Okay, so this is the triangle A and this is the triangle B. Obviously, is it quite clear that this triangle is mapped by the reflection? Okay, as you can see over here, there are 3 blocks 1, 2, 3, and there are 3 blocks 1, 2, 3. So the line of reflection is y is equals to minus 1. Y is equals to minus 1. Okay, so we can describe reflection with respect to y is equals to minus 1. Okay, now come to the part B. Triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by a single transformation H. You have to find the matrix representing H. Okay, this is the triangle A and this is the triangle C. So obviously, if you observe both the shape, it is quite clear that only rotation is possible in this case. Okay, so if I just join this line with this, as we can see that it forms 90 degrees, so the rotation is of 90 degree anti-clockwise. Okay, okay, so here we need to build the matrix as well. Okay, listen here, for example, if we have 2 points, it might be 0, 1 and 1, 0. If I shift this point to here, it will become, if I shift 1, 0 to there, it will become 0, 1. And if I shift this points to here, it will become minus 1, 0. So the matrix will be 0, 1 and minus 1, 0. Now come to the part C. Transformation M is a reflection in the line x is equals to 2. This is one transformation, and the other is transformation R is a rotation 180 about 0, 0. Triangle A is mapped onto triangle D. Triangle D is new triangle, that is we have to construct by these 2 transformations, and we have to label the triangle D. Okay. So firstly, we have to do the transformation M, that is reflection in the line x is equals to 2. So firstly, we need to draw the line x is equals to 2. It is here. Okay. Now we need to draw a triangle A, that is so this is the triangle A after transformation M. Okay, the second transformation is rotation 180 degree about 0, 0 about origin. So if we rotate this triangle by 180 degree, so these points will be this one, and this one. This will be the triangle D. We can label it as well triangle D. Okay, so this is the end of our paper. I hope it will be useful for you guys.